Everyone knows of Rolling Stones' sweet little jam, Sympathy for the Devil. I'd like to push on it, though, and see if we actually know what we mean when we say that the devil needs sympathy. There's an old painting from Alexandre Cabanel. I say new, it was the neoclassical period in the latter days of the French academic era. You could say it's actually quite recent, but setting that aside, it's a depiction of Lucifer after the fall. He's sitting there hiding himself as a tear comes from his eye. It's a beautiful painting, except it's a lie. We shouldn't have sympathy for the devil. And there's actually a reason why. It's not just because he's bad and we should think bad people are bad and whatnot. It's because his situation was a consequence of his will. Right? It's his choice that brought him to his fall. You read John Milton, where Lucifer leads his army against God. After being cast out by Michael and the sun, headlong himself he threw down to earth, down to chaos, down to hell. Even though he himself attempts to usurp God, right, attempts to go to war with Michael and the rest of the angels, and loses the fight, it's still his will that gets him thrown down into the abyss. There's this line in the Brothers Karamazov as the devil is talking to Ivan, where the devil claims he is denied gratitude by his position. And there's a lot to love about the Brothers Karamazov. So I know I'm punching above my weight when I criticize Dostoevsky here. But the devil says that he's part of the power that eternally wills the evil, but eternally works the good. Right? So what we mean by that, when we say evil, we mean the destruction of goodness, the destruction of form, the destruction of being, because he wills destruction, that allows for creation to exist. Right? If God is perfect, then it's the opposition to perfection that allows for our base worldly human existence. So it's the devil in his destruction allows for the creation of the world. And the creation of the world is supposed to be good. And if the creation of the world is good, then that which allows for its creation is good. Right? His destructive force, his will of evil, is thus good. What Dostoevsky is pointing is that the devil is supposed to be a necessity. Right? Despite the fact that it was his choice, his will to bring himself to godlessness, because it's God's plan, because it's God's order, his destruction, his base nature, is still supposed to be good. So he is thus denied the virtue. He wants it. He wants to be reconciled to God. That's what he claims in this conversation with Ivan. But God won't let him. So under what conditions then should you have gratitude? Well, it's when you have goodness, when you have something to be thankful for, which in the case of those who are not God, should be everyone. And everyone in turn should be offering up prayers of thanksgiving to God for all that is good. If you're the devil and you are one of God's great angels and you have all of his goodness and you can partake in that in heaven, then maybe you don't deserve sympathy while you're up there. But then do you deserve sympathy while you're down below? If it's your will, if you will against God, right, if you have it all before and then you will against it, you probably don't deserve sympathy because it was your will. Whereas, let's say someone abides by God's will and then is still cast down, then I could see the argument that you might need sympathy. And then who's that? Who's the one who does God's will and is still cast down, who still has to be betrayed by all of his friends, who still has to be cast out as a beggar and is ashamed and all of that, who still has to be tortured until his death? That's the one that we should have sympathy for. The one who does the good, the one who does God's will, and then is still forsaken by God.